Ladies, it's time to leave the broke boys and men with no direction in the dust. If you're tired of dating men that can't support you or aren't at the level that you are at, you've got to check out Lexi Dating. Lexi is an exclusive community full of high-end and successful individuals. So if you're tired of dating men with no direction, you should check out Lexi Dating.
Men, it's time to leave the dumb who think the average man's salary is 6 figures in the dust. If you're tired of dating annoying independent boss babes who think they're elite,
Hold on, love. It baffles me that there's actually an app for luxury dating. Women are trying to find rich and powerful men. Seems like what she's going to is trying to create an app for men who are tired of modern women. I mean, if there's an app for that, fine. If there isn't one, the guys who do apps, who create apps, here's an idea right there.
and they're average at best, check out Tradwife Dating. It's a community of kind, respectful,
Tradwife
childbearing individuals. So if you're tired of dating girls who accuse you of having no direction, when they medicate themselves for having no direction themselves, check out Tradwife Dating, where a woman knows her place. You want a sandwich?
Yeah.
I like how she ended it with, "Do you want a sandwich?" Because this, while she was speaking, I was saying, this is the type of woman that has a husband. This is the kind of woman that's married. A good sense of humor.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them, or the value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively, like expecting men to read our minds and getting mad when they...
Let's run that one back.
Communicating well or effectively, like expecting men to read our minds.
This one is very important. We are not mind readers. And I don't think the women are mind readers either. Unless they have some superpower that they're not telling us. There's a lot that they're not telling us. However, we don't read minds. So sometimes a big neon sign is necessary for some men. Like, tell me what you need. Tell me what you like. There's sometimes a big neon sign is necessary. For some guys, you just have to be direct with us. Most of us are direct in how we speak. So be direct with us because we are direct with you most of the time and we'll get it, right? But there's a lot of women that want us to read minds, want us to pick up on hints. If you want to continue to, fish out of these women's minds just trying to get what they're trying to convey, and that's up to you, but that's not for me, boy. Next.
Arms and getting mad when they can't. Being dismissive about how you make him feel, or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
Men are always testing you, whether you realize it or not. They are sitting back with their hands folded and just watching you from the corner of their eye. Let me see how she's going to react in this situation. Let me see how she's going to maneuver if I say this. Let me see what kind of woman she is if I ask her to go pick me up a $20 meal while she's on her way to my house.
Unpopular opinion. Some people might think that this is the male version of a shit test. Because women, they sometimes do shit tests. Not all women. Some of them, a lot of them, they do shit tests to try to see what level they're on with us, or trying to see if they can get away with a lot of things with us. Some people might think that this is the male version of a shit test. I honestly believe that relationships, not just man or woman, a relationship, you should try to pressure test the other person to see if they're genuine, they're kind enough, but try to do it in a controlled environment and based on the responses, based on how they react to being tested, then you know how to go or where to go or how to continue with them. But try not to be overboard and over judgmental when they react a certain way to it, because no one likes to be played around with. No one likes to be no one likes to be swindled or anything like that.
Let me see if she's nurturing. Let me see if she's a wife. Let me see if she would be a good mother. Let me see. And a lot of you women are failing with flying colors.
Oh, I got what she's saying now. It's not like a pressure testing thing. It's more of giving her enough time to to see if she will grow into into that mold, because a lot of women want to be wives but they're not. Well, a lot of women want to be married but they don't want to be wives, meaning they don't want to play the role of a wife. And I say this a lot: the marriage begins from inception. You have to act in the role that you want to be in, and it goes beyond just marriage. It goes into work, it goes to lifestyle, anything. You act the role that you want to be in, so that someone can ultimately qualify you for that role. If you're not really behaving like the role would need you to behave, then chances are you're not qualified. And you got to you got to put yourself in a position to be qualified for that role.
Like, just so easily failing because you're so worried about getting God. You're so worried about trying to sprinkle that it's a possibility that there's a great man in front of you that you are just going to go ahead and you're stepping past and letting him just pass you by because of your own ego. Women always talk about they want to feel safe, secure, loved, admired, this, all of that. And what is your man supposed to be? Over there just twiddling his thumbs?
They expect a lot from us, but they're not really willing to give enough, or not willing to give an equal amount of whatever they're expecting. So expecting protection, provision, good quality lifestyle, but what are you bringing to that man? What are you bringing to his life? What are you trying to do to elevate his quality of life? And a lot of things that women can do for us is free. It doesn't cost them a thing, but not a lot of them are willing to take that accountability and do what is necessary to make that man happy, especially if the guy is providing everything, especially if he's paying all the bills, doing everything financially, so that the woman doesn't have to worry about any of that. What are you doing for him? So this is something that we need to think about as men. What is our woman doing for us? What are the women in our lives doing for us that will bring value to our lives? Are they creating an equal value for us that we're putting into them? Need to think about that.
How is he supposed to feel?
What's your age?
24, 22.
If I was your man, what would I need to pay for you?
I love this channel, The Desirable Truth. He gets he does a lot of interviews. He interviews a lot of different people. He gets different perspectives, and what he's doing, it really sheds a light on how people think, whether it be woman or man. He really sheds a light on how people think, and really finds truth out there. So really love this channel. Shout out to The Desirable Truth.
Pay for? Nothing.
So you're not expecting me to pay for dates if we went out?
Expect? I don't have expectations for
I
anybody.
also don't have expectations.
I do think it shows character. in a man.
Actions, yeah, definitely. It's not about the money. It's just about how you treat us.
So I could be your boyfriend and not be able to afford taking you out on dates, and you'd still stick it with me through thick and thin.
If you're a good person, that's all that matters.
The chemistry's there.
There's some people with loads of money and they treat their girlfriends like shit. So
Does that mean I don't have to pay for your hair or your nails either?
No, I've never had somebody pay for my hair and nails.
These women can be telling the truth. They can be lying, but I think the message that I'm getting here is: men, do not lead with your wallet. Please do not lead with your wallet. Money is not everything. Money is important, and one of the things that you should have is a good stream of income. You shouldn't be broke out here. Money is important, but do not lead with your wallet. A good personality goes a long way. Confidence goes a long way. Self-esteem goes a long way. You have to be able to carry yourself both physically and mentally, or emotionally, if you want to throw that one in there. You have to be able to carry yourself like a king, or at least someone who garners respect, or someone who commands respect. So money is not everything. Again, these women can be lying, but I mean, the message is what is important.
me neither.
So for a first date, if I said let's just go for a walk in the park, you'd be fine with that too.
Yeah. I prefer a walk in the park than a dinner for the first date.
Definitely. I think it's more casual and laid back, and you can actually get to know the person.
Listen, as long as you're waking up every morning and going to work, that's the kind of man I need.
Dates don't have to be just dinner. Dates don't have to be just lunch or drinks or coffee, right? Dates can be fun. Like the other day, I planned to go archery with a lady I met at work. Like, shooting arrows and everything. It's just for us to figure out the time in which we got to do, because we have to balance schedules and everything like that. Just make sure that everything lines up. But plan to take her archery, shoot arrows and everything, and then probably branch off to a coffee date. Probably get drinks after. I'm not an alcohol person, but we can mix it up. Dates don't have to start at coffee or um or dinner. It can start with something lighthearted, something fun. Probably we leave from the archering or and then go karting or something like that. It can be fun, and excitement goes a long way as well. So just try to mix it up. Don't fit into that norm. Don't just fit into a little bubble. Mix it up, make it fun and exciting for everybody.
Women will go out here and let a nigga f them raw without putting no ring on it, nothing. But you draw the line at making a sandwich for a man.
Yes. Yes. This is the mindset of a lot of people out there. They're willing to, take their clothes off and engage in a lot of sexual activities with you. I'm not even sure if I can say this word on YouTube, but you get what I'm saying. They want to be able to, smash, or some of them want to give blowjobs or whatever, but they are not willing to fry an egg or make a sandwich or light a fire and stand around it. I mean, it could be doing something very simple, meaning they're not willing to make you a meal, but they're willing and able to share their body with you. I'm not sure what kind of world we're living in. It's weird.
What in the is going on?
I like you too. But
No, this one is a skit. I like this guy's videos. This one is a skit, obviously, but it has a lot of elements in it. It's very funny.
I like you too. But here we go. I'm just not ready for like a long-term kind of a thing, because you're still trying to find yourself and you have a lot of things that you want to work on, and you don't want to get distracted from your career. Yes, that's exactly.
She has been run through a lot. She has seen her fair share of Charles and Tyrone's. She has been through a lot of dating. Let's be honest, because she's able to formulate his exact answer word for word. Shows you how many times she's been around the block. Let's be honest here.
How'd you know that's what I was gonna say? Oh, I don't know, just a hunch.
So that's the end of the video, guys. Definitely thank you guys for watching. Really hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. And again, it's a new channel. Please don't butcher me. It's just that I'm trying to figure this thing out as I go. Just trying to experiment with different video editors. So if you have some feedback to give me in the comments, please share the feedback. No matter if the feedback is negative or positive, I honestly don't care which version it is. I learn from every experience. So if you want to tell me about how crappy my voice sounds, if you want to tell me about how crappy the video editing is, please tell me. I will take the learning element from that and do better. Thank you so much.